Greetings, Earth. Back with another video of the shit that Americans have done since we've been born. Here's the thing, I'm starting to realize that it's not just my ex-wife, but most of blonde women and women with like a fine, sweet ass, they're kind of trying to claim the world from us. Whenever they're trying to take me out of the picture, they use the excuse of a stick, which most prostitute and low-life vagabonds, lots and cunts they use to try to push me away from the scene. We have like many situations now. It's easy to see that what what they did is like this. They mark us when we're children, then they make an experience with us in the United States so that we can learn their culture. Then they send us back. They sent me back. They pushed me back after destroyed my life, and they tried to create bills for us in trouble with organized crime men. And then they pushed me back to Brazil to a karma that she probably built when she was Dakota. When she's younger, when she's a baby, she's Dakota. When she's little, she's learning about the government. She's studying about president. She's studying about what's going to be if she becomes a princess. She's studying about becoming a president or unpresident if she's not getting elected. She's studying about me. She's like, what's the hottest man out there? What's the big shot? What's the hot shot out there? She's studying this. She's big. She fucks with random men to get our the memos of our lives, so that she can know our needs, our body expression. She knows our father. She probably do our father's one, because she becomes like a flight attendant. She flies everywhere while we're like trying to make a buck, trying to make money. She and her organization of women, organized crime women, they're like going around us, going our brothers, our fathers, our family, our mothers. They're switching, they're exchanging gifts behind our backs to murder people in the future, to get like right arms to do bad stuff. They are looking for leaders. Who's the leader of this guy? Who is above this guy? So I want to surpass this guy. I want to surpass that one. So they're creating a bunch of little situations to corner man. For example, myself, they focus on me to try to get me to a homosexual. They knew that I used to go out. I had lots of friends. I have lots of friends, like many. So I can't just charge her and say that she did, but kind of her. There's a lot of envy men out there as well. Now she's focused on Hawaii, China, and India. She used those guys as her mass of like, if I win any friendship, or if I win anyone, taking my case, she's using Hawaii as like a aboriginal bodyguard. Africa is like she can just walk through like Afro descendant and just tell them, pretend you're my boyfriend, pretend you're my husband, pretend you're my bodyguard, kill that guy, beat the other one, let's do this, let's do that. She's doing this kind of stuff, using Afro descendants, Hawaiian, because most Americans, they want to just have like a lazy life for the rest of their life. They're not doing what the books tells them to do. They're just taking shortcuts and destroying people's life, no matter who it is, just to get this life of a dream of like just fly around, be lady on Dubai's beach, waiting for, calling the pharaoh down, or the whoever it's out there, that she wants to get to the top of it, and then she will pour her demanding, nasty, evil personality into us. For me, personality, my personal opinion, for me, she's crazy. For me, she's so out of her head. She have no fucking idea what the world is. She have no idea what the world is made of. She have no idea about the guys, what guys are capable of. Just by me speaking right here, she can get killed. It's not because I spoke to get killed, it's my fault. No, it's like we are free to speak whatever we want. It's like if you don't want to be in the middle of like a fight of gangsters and world wars and racism and all that, you go to stay in church. But you can just take the freedom of women and tell them they have to be in church 24/7. But for me, in my opinion, this women, especially my wife, they destroyed my life so that they can have school for free, like schooling, so that I can school them. And then they keep on fishing, trying to fish some guy from Hollywood. Most of them, they're in their 40s. When I was in my 20s, the 40 women, they looked for me. I knew them. They were in MSS, MESN, they were in Hotmail, they were like in the beginning of internet. And I never saw them. I was like, oh, you hot, but it's not, I was in my 20s. I was hating women younger and my age. Now they're like, so I now I know that they watched me all the way until I'm like, now that I'm 40, the 50s and 60s and 70s, the same people that they're watching me, some of them kind of help me, but they kind of like keep me in a bird cage where they try to manipulate me in all kind of ways. The internet is becoming my ex-wife in an abstract way. Kim Kardashian, it's kind of like, they're kind of like ghosts. Like they're like, sometimes they're Paris Hilton, sometimes they're my wife, sometimes they're like some blonde from like a, people call them white trash. I wouldn't call them white trash. They're just farmers. They're just like people live in the West, people like Western area. It's in the books. It's written. There's a lot of things that Americans have to go through to find their way into the light. Like it's not the Americans, they just have this baldy way to think that they are gods, and they just will inhale the entire world, that everyone has to be submissive to them. For example, when Americans have a relationship with us, when they going to interact with us, they will interact with us putting us down as we are less than them. They are just like they are the gods of everything. Now you think you're God because you're implementing a state fraud into the world. Do we love you people? Yes. For example, I don't even know how to have sex with a person that is not American anymore, because we start giving ourselves to them, and then when you realize, they were like, oh, I got robbed. I don't have a life. I'm robbed. You were robbed. God tells me you were robbed. This woman robbed you. Like all the women you had, they robbed you. They robbed you. You don't have life. How are you gonna? You're 40 now. How are you gonna even get out of this life? How it's like they send you to karmas that life built towards you, and then you find yourself in the middle of like racism wars, and then they start showing up new presidents. People start coming out of the bushes, and then there's Obama, and then there's Trump, and then there's Bush, and then presidents, they start interacting with each other, and once they all get zillions of dollars of salaries, but you don't get none. I've been 20 years without one paycheck, nothing, after all the stuff that these people did to me. They put me into like a beat up car, so that they will have like a ways to charge and try to kill me. Guys, they try to charge me for sex if with the shit that they try to charge me. And then there's bald guys, gangsters, and then they create Afro-descendant gangs. With me particularly, I never knew that these guys were from gangs, because they always use their verbs with me. They're Latin. They spend Latin with me. They're always being polite, and so I never noticed this. I'm starting to notice now that I see the fights like out there randomly, like, and then the shit potholes that they meet and they fight. But in regular life, I see them like being regular. So there's expectation of life that people have. Like, are we gonna do what the books say? If you're not, right now they're trying to quiet me because I don't have a PhD on anything, but I feel kind of superior of them, over them, because I see their visual arts. They don't do shit. So how can you quiet me because I'm not graduate or because I don't have a PhD? If you want to quiet me, you do the right work. But that's not how it works. They go like, okay, you're going to quiet me because I'm not graduate, so I'm going to go home and get a gun. And then I come back, and then they keep going doing this. And that's not how God teaches us to do. That's not how God teaches us to quiet like other people. That's not how the psychologist teaches us to deal and relate with people that are under us. It's not that we have to we call escrachar. You don't have to like humiliate people to show them that you're superior. For example, myself, sometimes I hear people talking, I go like, I think to myself, like, oh my God, I need just $2 billion to just disappear in life. Just like people will never see me again, ever again. Just 2 billions. 2 millions for me, like I said in the other video, is nothing. It's like, I would spend 2 millions maybe in a month. But like 2 billions would be perfect for me because I don't plan on buying houses around people that has problems with other people. I want to really, literally disappear. I miss my wife. It's like it's sad when I think of like you get like guy like me get fooled by a stranger, and then now I understand. When I think of FedEx, when I think of like Corporate Express, Office Depot, all those amazing buildings and jobs that could like hire so many people. I remember the best time of my life was when I bought a beat up Audi. The guy, like an Audi like that in Brazil costs a lot of money, like $80,000. In the United States, the guy charged me 25. He's like, this car is 25,000. There's a part under the car that's it's something that the kids steal. It's cost like $1,500. It's under the car. It controls the computer, so that when you go in the snow, the computer helps the balance of the car not to flip off. I went to the snow with a Mustang. I had the worst nightmare in my life. So when I bought the Audi station wagon, sporty, like a quarter, I was a driver for FedEx. That's why I was still with my wife. I was wondering what she was wondering with Christina, and wondering with like I had a problem with Brad. I used to date Brad's wife. Now I think that they got back together and they even got a daughter. And congratulations and everything else. Linda. I don't know if Linda's from Hawaii, but it's a lot of shit. That time was one of the best times of my life. I used to see Eddie, like the head manager of FedEx. I was so happy. I was like having a blast. So I had a Chinese mechanic guy that he's like, oh, I charge you $500 to fix this car for you. So he fixed the car for me. He bought they had like auctions there that they get like parts. So I fixed a car of a 25,000. I fixed it and I paid 15,000. Was amazing. At night I would ride. I remember they kept like putting me further and further from Marine. They put me to San Francisco. I was like, oh, wait a second. These people are pushing me to downtown more. Why is this? Then they stole my family's house, and then they said that we were like, the bank was bank robbed in Marine. I'm like, how can Marine City, San Francisco, California, Marine City, like one of the most hottest place in the entire planet, can go bank robbed? And then they stole my family's houses. I didn't say anything. I didn't start any problem because, it's as more as you a citizen in the United States, they do not respect you if you're not born there. If you're born there and if you have black hair and if you do college and if you have college and all that, they still not going to respect you. It's sad, but it's very complicated thing to do. It's like this. Let me put it this. Let's pretend we're all fishes and we're in the deepest ocean, waters in the ocean. I'm a shark, and I'm swimming with the other the chicks, and then like they're all little fish too. When their parents see a shark around them, they're gonna be like, okay, it's a fish, but it's a shark in the middle of That's the impact that I used to have on them. They'll be like, oh, what the fuck? They didn't say that because they don't curse. It's Marine's almost like a heaven. It's like you watch the movie, it's just like that. It's just like heaven. It's they take you out of this planet. It's a different atmospheres. Everything's different. Should we blame the rest of the world? No, it's just the culture is like that. At least I had a blast. Maybe because my subconscious, it's very pure, and Americans feel that, and that's how they gave it to me. They gave me a very pure, amazing 10 years of like just pure beauty, and I can't explain what it's the experience. Just speak to them. It's very we have the word aphrodisiacal is speaking to them. It's not because sex, it's not because of that, it's just because we get expectation to hear some English. When you learn, you're going to ESL, you're learning English, you're learning how to deal with customers, you're learning how to order something in a menu. It's a lot of stuff. It's not just you can just start dating someone and going. There's people from high school. They're mean. There's guys. There's people are making fun of each other. People has like karmas from past life. It's not easy to just not care about what other people are thinking. It's difficult, but it's what it is. So I think myself that besides all the riches that they have, I think these people, they did what they did because they're all, and the end of the story, they're all in a mortal slavery, and they just don't know what they have. For example, right now, I would appreciate being a slave, modern slave, with a regular job in Marine, and of course the state of mind would kick in, and we become children, we become a child. I would start going to church again because I need to make goods and be friends with God again and be friends with the Lord. And so you start going to church and start seeing bad things the bad way. And then you're like, you see something in the store, you wonder like, oh, no one's going to see it. You think of United States. United States teach you not to steal. They teach you not to take advantage of others. For me, I don't take advantage of others. I put things the way it is. I remember the first time the Holy Spirit visited me about that. I was having an exchange thing with a guy about cell phone, and then the Holy Spirit, I don't think was the Holy Spirit at that time, but it felt very like it. Whoever was, it was very good. It was very, very good. And it's just like times that you learn things, you know. But I think it's like this. I think we should move on. And I see now, I'm not gonna be like accusing anyone. I think life is there. For me, the police is crooked. For me, internet it's corrupted. I think the government's corrupted. When I sit to watch like TV, for example, they only talk about Trump. And then I don't understand about politics. I chose not to study about it. I know a little bit, but it's on in my own terms. And so I see like, okay, Trump, some women looks like they don't like him. But me, when I look at Trump, I remember about an old friend of mine, Jesse Taylor from Miami, very nice, sweet guy. We met and all that. I don't trust him, but I think he's nice. I think that if I could like spend more time with him, I would make him like one of my best friends. He's very sweet. I wish he could come visit Brazil and he would have a blast. Nicole Coulevan. For me, they are all part of a system, like a system that mind other people's business, try to control immigrants. They are trying to do government business and all the things that they're not supposed to. I'm so glad that Nicole Coulevan, she was shying. She should tell me. She should have told me, like, you know what? I'm part of a mothering program. I'm going to be on TV just like RNG did. Your old girlfriend, your Masu's girlfriend did, and we all there to try to make you die or kill you or get you married again or get you a girlfriend or make you become homosexual, whatever. Just say straight, you know, because I'm not stupid. I see it. Then I come home, I realize that everything's been taken for granted. Like Google's office, they're all being taken for granted. They have a Google office in Brazil right now because I'm here. If I leave here and I go to Mexico, everything's going to be closed off and they're going to follow me up. They will chase me there. If I go to Miami, they leave everything there and they're going to chase me. I don't know, should they kill me? They get me. When I'm in somewhere, they put strangers around me to be like sending thought-provoking. I know now that men are keeping me away from women. They're making it harder on me to meet women. And this way, I will not practice. This way, they will invest more in my masculinity. All blondes, they relate her to my ex-wife, which is so sad because I really love women. I really love blondes. I think blondes are perfect. I think they're just angels. They're just sweet. But they're all heading to fake news. They all want to be in the news. And this is a thing that we should allow them to persuade if that's what they want. I wish I could conquer my 2 billions. That's all I want in life. Women, they want to be demanded. They want a crown in their heads. All of them, no exception. All of them, they want a crown. They want to feel what the other ones felt. They want to go, even dating. They want to date each other's boyfriend. They want to have a man empowering them, but they only like vagabonds. They only like renegades. I don't. I like a woman that I can trust her. Now, even if God comes down and say, I want to betray your husband, she say no to him. I like women like that. Women that she knows that she will not get tired of me. And if she get tired of me, because I'm tough cookie, she has to go through the trouble to reinvent and to relearn about me and all this. I don't want to. It's like before. Oh, you used to cheat on her. Well, I did not know you could find out. Now I know you can find out. Before I did not know. I did not know I was fighting the entire plan. I did not know man would betray me. When my brother married my ex-girlfriend, I'm like, wow. It's like I'm really like this is really life, and then that shocked me. I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm dealing with. So so cars, is experiences, United States, jobs, best friends, all people disappearing on me, people leaving me behind, and then I'm seeing the government putting substitutes, transferring strangers around me to stalk me and to study me, to learn about me, to do. I go like, no, this is not real. For me, coronavirus is a lie. For me, and for me, is if people are dying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't wanna get the virus. I don't want Secret Service send the virus towards me because it might be possible. They might have a little technology to send the virus to people. All the stuff that they do in labs. I'm not. I'm just saying that I don't believe like. The Bible is there. The Bible tells us that we have to rent a sense every day. If you're not Christian, you follow your religion. And we all have to live in harmony with each other. But I don't believe all that. I think they're trying to do a state fraud. They're trying to claim the entire globe. And they're trying to put us in shitty jobs. That's not what the books say. What book? Let's pick a book, the Bible, the Alive Bible, the Book of States. I don't know. Some books, the books say in us like this: we all special. We all have to find what we do the best, what we do best, and there will always be obstacle. If some guys steal the banks, fuck them. Let them have the money. That's not what we're supposed to do. Women are making men become buff, big, and all look like Hawaiians so that they can empower other men like myself, and special men that they cannot control. So they are doing this because they want to suffocate other men with women, and then all that. That's not what marriage is about. When you have a marriage, you have to understand, you have to carry that woman. If you have to go out, for example, when I was with Gina, I used to work in a limo drive. Every time I would go out and work in a limo, I used to see a Brazilian guy sitting in a car outside watching inside the house. Never did anything because she had her parents in there. After I left the United States, I left a box of my ex-wife's love letters. I read a little bit. I couldn't speak English that much back in the day. I left there because I don't think those letters were for me. I think she used me to get to some celebrity in Hollywood, which women, they are looking for a connection towards celebrities in Hollywood because they have a situation with celebrities. Celebrities, they don't get married. Random women, they try to climb to those celebrities in order to get a baby from them, and then they sue the guys, and then they get the bullshit, and then they all there, and blah, 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 blah. They are not regular like us that just want to meet a regular person and get really happy and then raise a family, see your children grow up, and build things with each other. When a spunking hot woman gets you alive, it's because she want to crush you. She doesn't want to give you like life. A woman, when she loves you, she doesn't wear a Gio. She doesn't wear a Gio. She doesn't abort your children just because she's upset. Okay, so take care.